Hello again, YouTubers. I'm SpongeBob 101 back here again on the Other Stuff channel with our Gravity Falls Journal review video or overview video part number 2. In the last part, we went through like first couple pages, I guess. We went through all of this. If you haven't checked out that video, link is in the description box below. I'll have actually a I'll probably have a playlist for this series, but if not, the links will be in the description box below for the past video and the following videos. If you want to purchase this journal for yourself, I also have a link to Amazon.com, so you can go pick it up, have it shipped to yourself, and yeah, in the description box below. If you want to see the mail day video for this journal, also the link is in the description box below. Now let's continue here. I'm just gonna speed through this because we're kind of short in time here. So this is when Fiddleford first arrives in Gravity Falls from California. Alright, we have a code there. My assistant. Banjo, no banjo playing after 8. And of course this is the sun, you never see his son's eyes. Cubix cube. Okay, anyways, yeah, codes. So this is the codes page. It would really be cool if they actually had that invisible ink, but unfortunately not. So anyways, this one is the expedition to crash site Omega, and throughout this part we actually see how Fiddleford is more and more freaked out about Gravity Falls. He's getting more and more freaked out by Gravity Falls after all of the things that he's been seeing, and that's where the idea of him wanting to forget actually came about. The platypus, not platypus, but platypus. Yeah, island head beast. So Glass Shark Beach, and this is code. So again, link to all the codes is actually in the description box below. But yeah, secret tunnel behind Trembly Falls. And then we have geodites. I believe we have discovered an entirely new classification of organism. Okay, so favorite constellations. So Fiddleford wanted to go back to California, become an independent inventor, patenting robotics that would improve people's lives. So he wanted to afford a nice place with a screen door that wasn't broken. Yep. So that was actually what he wanted to do. But yeah. So I already discovered so many amazing things, why not publish now? He was afraid of a weirdness rush of scientists flocking to the town. Beans, remember this from Into the Bunker, where the shapeshifter was actually off which the shapeshifter took the form of. Baron Num-Nums. Alright, so that was the hide behind, and never been seen. Okay, so cow circles, and this is like where Fiddleford starts to get really freaked out. He drank the milk. I told him not to drink it, and that's like spit. That's just disgusting. But okay, crash site Omega. So there was actually supposed to be like post section of the crash site in Journal 2. But since we don't actually have, like you see reference in Journal 2, since we don't actually have the Journal 2, then, this will have to do. So basically what really powered the portal was this thing called the hyperdrive. And basically, there is no energy source that was able to power the portal, except, something like this, which wouldn't have been invented for like 10,000 years. So yeah, anyways, they went back, found those dinosaur bones, which were not fossilized. If you remember from I can't remember what the episode is, but yeah, episode 18 of season 1. The Graham Goblin. The Gramoblin. Okay, I guess that's how you pronounce it. So, yeah, this is the part where, when fighting a Gramoblin, use water only as a last resort, as water will make it much scarier. Okay, so he mutated. And we crashed through a barn roof. Close. Took him for treatment. Okay, so great news, the hyperdrive works. Highly radioactive materials to stay powered. I was able to raid a government waste dump nearby with ample materials. I'm doing public service by removing them. Okay, but anyways, yeah, so this is the part where, you know, Fiddleford is starting to, you know, get really freaked out. And he took my advice in the worst possible way, Ford's advice of course, created a memory gun. So after all, it was Fiddleford who created a memory gun, and, you know, this is the start of the Society of the Blind Eye. In this carnival, we see a very familiar person. What is this? I don't even know what this is. I mean, I can't read the handwriting. What is this part? Govt-icken? Is that Govt? G-O-V-T? Is that? And of course, Crabbit. A crabbit. It's a crab rabbit. So, palm reader, remember from the, I think it was one of the shorts in a little gift shop house of horrors. Little gift shop of horrors, I think it was from season 2. Okay, so blah blah blah, and okay, this is the part. The Carney. So this guy became the leader of the Society of the Blind Eye. So he wished he could forget the entire thing. Handed him a piece of paper with a symbol on it. Didn't get a good look at. So after all, it was Fiddleford who started the society. Anyways, squash face with human face and emotions. He's gorgeous. Just gonna skip through this. A new concern. So what if you know, there are too many creatures coming out of portal? Well, they decided to build a bunker. Which, of course, he's stored the journal up here with this mechanism thingy. The bunker, this is the schematics, I guess, or at least, yeah, this is where the Smash dispenser was. Security room, observation room, and storage room. Moment. Okay, so this one tells a story about the shapeshifter. Yeah, cooling chamber. Then, of course, the cool zone, airflow. Alright, admit that my assistant nearly taught himself with precaution. F says it was inspired by the popular Russian arcade puzzle game Soviet Blocks. do you get that? Like, Soviet Blocks, as in like, Soviet... Okay, never mind. But Soviet Blocks is, basically there are entire block of alliance countries back in Eastern Europe in the day of the Cold War, before they lost it. So, yeah. Security room. I mean, of course, there was... What was that? I can only remember that this was one of the symbols. I can't remember the rest. I think this was one of them as well, I think. I don't know. But keep out intruders. Okay, so the cryogenic tube. So that's when he found the shapeshifter. Tests of the shapeshifter changing DNA. And... trouble in the bunker. The shapeshifter is truly evil, right? And it can transform. It's playing tricks on me. So, yeah. But anyways, they froze the shapeshifter, and that was it. There's another code here. I don't know what this is, but you can check the website for all that. Okay, so Bill pops up and like totally does all the work for him. You can see all that. Burning pain in my right eye, because Bill only has one eye, so he only uses one eye, I guess. Monocle. Is that called a monocle or monocle? I don't know. Finally, the time has come to test. Main circuit. There's no way either of us is foolhardy enough to jump ourselves. We will use a mannequin to test. Increasingly finicky about the entire test, check and recheck calculations. I worry about his resolve, and non-Sakoni dream of what's happening in my basement. This is the fuel gauge, and of course, the day before the test, probability of failure. So actually, Fiddleford came up with this thesis paper for Ford, telling him to publish it instead of, you know, opening up the portal. Obviously he didn't want to, and he continued opening up the portal. So here is the really cool schematic of the portal from Journal 3. I would have preferred the one from Journal 1, frankly. That one was actually the main, like, you know, PC. Yeah, but anyways, it would be really cool if you had the other two journals, and yeah, that'd be cool. But ultimately the test failed. This was after Fiddleford was sucked in. Something is not right. The gateway, the door is open. Alright, the door is open. And this is a really scary page. I'm not gonna read it because it's just too creepy. Okay, so Bill Cipher. Yeah. Do not summon at all costs. Well, Gideon summoned it, so yeah, this is what Dipper used in what was it? Dreamscapers? And of course now this is the emergence of the Society of the Blind Eye. The symbols are so familiar. What does it mean? I can barely think straight. So one page skip here, and then of course ways to hide using the invisible ink. And this one's really creepy because pinch yourself. Just give up, Sixer. Had he really just called me? And everybody is like with Bill eyes there. Get out of my mind, Cipher. Began forming a plan. So he wanted to hide the journals. The thing is, wait a minute. Wasn't he supposed to hide? Okay, so basically, if this page was here, then wouldn't have Dipper went to like search for it or something? I mean, assuming it was in Journal 3, so yeah, that was kind of weird, but oh well. I mean, kind of really doesn't make sense because he didn't hide Journal 1. He wanted to give it to Stanley, but yeah, this was the what was that? Perpetual motion machine for a science fair. More code. And trust no one. This is the Cipher the Cipher. Yeah, okay, basically this is supposed to help you like decipher the code that's put around the book. Okay, and then so we have the few blank pages that's shown in Scarioki, and then this is where Dipper starts writing in the book. And yeah, I'll continue with this part in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like, favorite, comment, etc. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!